What was the other point?
Well, you asked me to find out about that alleged empty hospital in North London.
Oh, yes.
Well, as I warned you, Minister, the driver's network is not wholly reliable. Roy has got it wrong.
Thank heavens for that. How did you find out?
Through the private secretaries network.
And?
Well, in fact, there are only 342 administrative staff at the Newton Edwards Hospital. The other 170 are porters, cleaners, laundry workers, gardeners, cooks, and so forth.
And how many medical staff?
Oh, and none of them.
None?
No.
Bernard, we are talking about St. Edward's Hospital, aren't we?
Yes, it's brand new. It was completed 15 months ago and fully staffed. But unfortunately, at that time, there were government cutbacks, so consequently there was no money left for medical services.
Brand new hospital with over 500 non-medical staff and no patients.
Oh, there is one patient.
One?
Yes, the Deputy Chief Administrator fell over a piece of scaffolding and broke his neck.
Good God. Thank heavens I wasn't asked about this in the House. Humphrey, that's a cynical smokescreen. Are we or are we not agreed that there is simply no point in running a hospital solely for the benefit of the staff?
Well, that is not how I would have expressed the question.
Well, it's how I've expressed the question.
Indeed.
Very well, how would you express it?
Well, of course, at the end of the day, one of a hospital's prime functions is patient care.
One? What else?
But until we have the money for nursing and medical staff, it is a function that we are not able to pursue. Perhaps in 18 months or so.
18 months?
Well, perhaps by then we may be able to open a couple of wards.
No, Humphrey, it's got to be now, and more than a couple.
Well, I suppose we could form an interdepartmental committee to examine the feasibility of monitoring a proposal for admitting patients at an earlier date.
How long would that take to report?
Oh, not long.
How long?
Oh, about 18 months.
Yeah. Well, I suggest that we get rid of all the staff currently employed at that hospital and use the money saved to open closed wards in other hospitals.
Minister!
When we can afford it, we open St. Edward's with medical staff, if you would be so kind.
Minister, if you do that, you will delay the opening of St. Edward's for patients for years.
Why?
Well, you talk as if the staff had nothing to do simply because there are no patients there.
What do they do?
Oh, really, Minister? There are a large number of extremely busy departments. First, there's a contingency department for fires, strikes, air raids, nuclear war, epidemics, food or water poisoning. In such a crisis, the local general hospital is a key centre for survival. Then there's the Data and Research Department, who at this moment are conducting a full-scale demographic survey of the catchment area. We have to anticipate the future requirements for maternity, geriatrics, pediatrics, and the male-female balance. Then, thirdly, there's finance, of course, projected accounts, balance sheets, and cash flow budgets. Then there's the purchasing department for purchasing medical and other equipment, examining estimates, looking at price lists and catalogues.
Purchasing what?
Well, everything, Minister. Everything from brain scanners to Brasso. May I continue?
Be briefer.
No? Would that I could, Minister. But I'm afraid you do need to understand. Fifth, there's the technical department for evaluating equipment. Sixth, there's the building department, which deals with the Phase 3 building plans, costing and so forth, for the final phase of the hospital, which should be completed by 1994. Then there's maintenance, cleaning and catering, personnel in charge of leave, national health insurance, salaries, as well as some staff welfare officers to look after the over 500 employees, and finally, administration.
Oh, administrators. More administrators to administrate the other administrators.
But this is important work, Minister. The typing pool, stationery, desks, office furniture and equipment, liaison between departments.
I can't tell whether you're being serious or not.
What do you mean?
Humphrey, there are no patients. That is what a hospital is for. Patients. Ill people. Healing the sick.
But, Minister, all these vital tasks that I've just listed must be carried out with or without patients.
Why?
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 I don't understand.
I don't know how else I can express it. Why?
Well, would you get rid of the army just because there was no war?
That is completely different. A hospital must produce results.
Minister, we don't measure our success by results, but by activity, and the activity is considerable and productive. Those 500 people are seriously overworked. Of course, the full establishment should be 650. May I I show you some of the paperwork emanating from St. Edward's?
No, no, Humphrey. No, you may not. Enough is enough. Sack them.
Oh, out of the question, Minister. We need our administrators, otherwise the hospital will never open.
Well, sack the ancillary staff.
Equally impossible. The unions won't wear it.
Well, sack half the administrators, half the ancillary staff, and use the money saved to get some doctors and nurses and open some wards.
Oh, Minister,
No,
really.
no, Humphrey, no, that is my last word.
Please,
no,
Minister.
no, my last word. You may go.
Very well, Minister. I shall have a word with the health service unions. But I don't hold out much hope.
Go.